What's going on, guys? So I want to kind of make a quick video. I don't know how quick it's going to be actually, but my biggest goal is I want to help each and every single one of you guys become profitable. And it's like the question is like why, right? Like sometimes I ask myself, why? Why not just trade and make my money, and why waste time? And honestly, I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Like I've always been a type of person. I think it's cool when you can tell other people, things that that's going to help them. We obviously know that trading is a very, very boring game especially when you're sitting there in front of your computer screen. You got no one to talk to, no one to ask about, a particular play. Maybe you're having trouble with something. I experienced a lot of this years and years ago, right before I got linked up with, my mentor that kind of showed me how to trade. But before I really had a good understanding of the market and a good overall understanding of, what it takes to actually be profitable in this business, there was a lot of unanswered questions. And, you kind of Google things, and then you kind of ask this person, you kind of watch this video, everyone tells you all these different things. And, at the end of the day, it all kind of seems like bullshit. And at the end of the day, you don't know like what's right or what's wrong. And it's like, when I think about it, I think it's very, very cool that, I'm seeing a lot of you guys get more consistent. A lot of you guys are, taking plays. You guys are making money. Now, will you lose money? Of course, right? We all are going to take losing trades. We're all going to lose money. We're all, going to have a red day. But if you understand that along with those red days, as long as you have the understanding that you can make money and there is money to be made in this market, if you follow your rules and, you stick to your strategy, those red days are to be forgotten. But there's two things, okay? There's two important things when it comes to being successful in this business and making money in this business. That first thing is going to be discipline, and that second thing is going to be confidence. Okay. Now you can swap those two words, but if you do not have confidence, you will not make money in this game. If you do not have discipline, you will never make money in this game. And I'm going to tell you why very, very quickly. And this is going to sound extremely, extremely stupid. It's going to sound extremely basic. It's going to sound extremely cliche. But, at the end of the day, it really comes down to these two things. Now, let's say, for example, you've never taken a short position. You've never bought puts. You're always used to everything to the moon. You just buy because things are going higher and higher and higher and higher. And someone tells you, hey, you know what? Stock's going down, buy a put. You're not going to feel confident buying that put. If you don't trade puts, you're not going to feel confident trading puts. If you have the mindset, that everything is to the moon, and no, the market is rigged, or it's this headline, or it's this Fed talk, or this and that, you always have that little bit of bias to where you're not going to want to short. You're not going to want to short. Shorting doesn't mean that you don't believe in the company. Shorting doesn't mean that you want the stock to go to zero. Shorting doesn't mean anything. What shorting means is that, there's no trades available for us to take to the long side. I need to pay the bills. I need to put food on the table. So I'm going to go ahead and short this stock. We're in and we're out. We're not here to marry the stock. As a day trader, as a scalper, we're definitely not here to make love to the stock. We're in for, a good time, not a long time. That's the easiest way that I can break it down. Okay. So with that being said, if you do not have confidence, and confidence also comes in taking calls to the long side, or buying stock, or buying options, long, right? If you're not comfortable seeing the strategy, seeing the play, you're not going to have any confidence to take that trade. And you're going to look at the chart. You're going to be looking at the chart. You're going to see the play in front of your face. You're going to think to yourself, I should be getting in this play. And then you're going to be telling yourself, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Well, the market was down yesterday. Well, let me see who else in the Discord is trading this stock. Nobody else in the Discord is trading this stock. Well, maybe I'll wait for 2 or 3 more candles to see if the stock continues to go. And guess what, guys? The stock's gone. It's gone. It's not going to wait for you. The stock is not going to wait for you. The price action is not going to wait for you. Stock market doesn't care whether someone else in the Discord is taking your play. The stock market doesn't care what they're saying on CNBC. The stock market doesn't care, if you want to see more confirmation 4, 5, 6 candles later. And then by the time you decide to make up your mind and finally pull the trigger, the play's gone, guys. The play's gone. These plays happen every single day, over and over and over and over and over and over. Never feel FOMO. The stock market, and I don't care how old you are, the stock market was around before you, and the stock market will be around after you. So if you feel that you're going to miss out on a play, you can just kind of, erase that FOMO. You can erase those thoughts and erase that anxiety, because I guarantee you, if you don't trade for 2 weeks, you come back, you turn on your computer screen, you open up your brokerage, I can guarantee you that there's going to be another play and another setup. So you don't have to trade every day. You don't have to take a bajillion trades a day. It doesn't work that way, but you have to have confidence. And the only way you're going to get confidence is with screen time. The only way you're going to have confidence is taking trades. The only way you're going to have confidence is back testing your strategy. Guys, before I even made the Discord and before I even told anybody my strategy or how I'm trading, because there's different variations of the strategy. There's different variations of people using the 20 SMA, the people using the 20 EMA, people using the 21 EMA, all this stuff, right? I also used to use the 9 a lot. We'll get to that in a moment when, the 9 comes into more relevancy as the market gets trending in a better direction. But, for me, the 20 SMA plays, the 5-minute plays are the most strongest, at least for right now in this market. Things are always subject to change, but for right now, it is the 20 SMA for me. But with that being said, before I even told anybody, and before I even had the confidence to tell somebody, because that's the biggest thing, I can tell somebody something, and I can try to teach somebody a specific pattern, a specific strategy. But if I have no confidence in that strategy, how would that be? How can you teach someone how to do something if you don't have confidence in that own strategy? And how are you going to get confidence? One, you need to take that actual strategy over and over and over, hundreds of times, thousands of times. Two, you need to back test that strategy in conjunction with taking those plays, right? And that's the only way you're going to build confidence in your strategy. So maybe you have a small account, $1,000 account, $5,000 account. Maybe you can't take 1,000 trades. But what you can do is put in the homework. And by putting in the homework means that you're going to go through ticker after ticker, stock after stock. You're going to put up the 20 SMA on your chart. You're going to pull up the 5-minute time frame, and you're going to back test that strategy. And you're going to look at when the strategy worked, and you're going to look at when the strategy failed. And you're going to look at the next stock, and you're going to see when that strategy worked, and you're going to see when that strategy failed. Mentally, what you're doing is building a database. You are building a database of information. So when you do see these plays and they are playing out in front of your face, you will have the confidence because you've seen it 1,000 times before. I hope that makes sense. So especially if you're a newer member, a newer course member here, a newer person to the Discord, and you are taking these plays, for the first time, maybe you're a couple trades in, what I want you to do is each and every single night, go ahead and look at 20, 30, 40 stocks. Look at the 5-minute plays, see when they worked, see when they failed. So that way, when you come into the next session, you guys can see those plays with confidence. You have no problem taking those plays because you've seen them hundreds of times before. Next, discipline. If you have no discipline, I'm going to make it very, very short and simple. You guys will lose your effing ass in this business. The market does not care if you bought the bottom and the stock bounced a little bit and then came crashing down. The stock does not care if you think that it's the bottom. The stock does not care. The market does not care if you think that that's the high of day breakout. The stock market doesn't care. If you have a strategy, which I recommend everyone 100% to start off using the 5-minute plays with the 20 SMA on their screen. If you guys start off, you guys have a clear indication of when to buy the stock. When the stock price does something and it confirms, you know when to take the buy. When the stock market fails, or when the stock fails and closes below the 20 or above the 20, depending on if you're playing long or short, you know when to exit the play. Discipline, discipline, discipline. If you do not have discipline, you're going to get your ass handed to you. I will tell you that. Understand, there's going to be 1,000 more trades that come after your little loser. Okay, we all have losers. There will be 1,000 more winners after your small loss. Okay, so even if you think the loss is big, and you're going to sit there and you're going to cry about it. Understand, you're going to see 1,000 more of those small little losers, and you're going to see 1,000 more bigger winners. I guarantee you that. I stand by that 100% if you stay disciplined. Also, put it into this. My mentor told me, you want to know what happens in a hedge fund or a prop firm on Wall Street? If you are not disciplined, you're fired. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You do not trade for a hedge fund. You do not trade for a prop firm, and they give you a $500, $1,000 loss limit, a $10,000 loss limit on the day, and say, hey, you know what? Well, I only lost 1,001. They do not care. You will be fired. People lose their livelihoods over $1 in this game. So why are you going to blow an account? Why are you going to set yourself back by allowing yourself to have these small losses when you know you should be taking the loss and cutting the trade get drastically bigger because you're hoping for something else to happen? Okay? You cannot do that. In the real world, you would be fired. In the real world, you would not be a trader. If you tried to go apply for Wall Street and you tried to work for the best or even worst hedge fund in the world, and you do not have discipline, you would be fired. So why trading your own personal capital, your own brokerage, your own broker account money? Why are you allowed to disrespect your stop loss? Why are you allowed to lose 80% of your options premium? Why are you allowed to let your options premium expire on Friday worthless? Why are you allowed to, when you should have cut a loss at $150, you cut it at $500? Why are you, as a retail trader, as just like myself and everyone else who's in the retail space, a nobody, a small player, why are we allowed to give ourselves such big risk? And why are we allowed to have no discipline when the best people in this business get fired on the spot, have their liquidity stripped from them at the blink of an eye for not respecting a stop loss? Please respect your stop loss, respect the strategy, and have confidence. I guarantee each and every single one of you guys will be more profitable. You guys will continue these gains. Do not force trades. Do not sit and look to take every single trade. If you guys make 1-2 winning trades right off the open, first hour to 2 hours, chop it up, guys. That's it. You guys are over. Come back the next day. Tell everyone in Discord, I'll hang around here if you guys want to chit chat. I'll be around, but I'm not taking any more trades. I'm content with the $100 day. I'm content with the $500 day. I'm content with the $300 day. Over time, your account will grow. Over time, you guys will be able to make more money. Over time, you'll be able to take more trades. You don't have to sit there and take every single trade. You don't have to sit there and trade 8 hours of the day. Guys, I hope this video helps. 2 things to remember. I would write these down on your computer screen somewhere. Maybe put them on post-it notes, put them on one side of your monitor, put it on the other side of your monitor. Discipline, confidence. Without discipline, you are nothing as a trader. Without confidence, you are nothing as a trader. Make sure you have those 2 things.